won't be free if you get a rickshaw or a cab. But how about getting a singing cabbie when you're out and about tomorrow night or any night in London? Well, you probably don't know this, but London does have its very own singing Sinatra in a cab. His real name is Aiden Kent. He'll pick you up from anywhere, complete with a bottle of bubbly and even a red carpet as well. Well, earlier, BBC London 94.9, Colin Harris decided to hell down his cab.
You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Come fly.
This is lovely.
Isn't it great?
Red carpet. You do look the part, don't you? You do. The shoes, everything.
My name is Aiden Kent. I'm London's singing cabbie. I'm a normal black cab driver with a difference with I sing to people in the cab.
What a lovely voice. But how did it all start for you?
I've been singing 12 years, and the singing cabbie idea came to me 2 years ago. I sang to somebody in the cab. I don't know why. I can't remember. And she got out of the cab and she said, "This is the best cab ride I've ever had." She said, "It's so nice, that you've sung to me, and I've really, it's really lifted my day." And I had a sort of moment. I thought, gosh, this is, I could sort of do something with this. So I had my advert painted on the outside of the cab. You saw it when you got in.
What's the reaction you get from people?
I sing, the Frank Sinatra stuff and Dean Martin, Bobby, Matt Monroe, who I love. The champagne will be here when they get in. It sits really nice because I have an ice bucket, and the ice will be in there. It's all chilled, and prosecco or white or champagne or whatever. And I've got some really nice lights. That's it. And it's great because also if they've just got in, like this young guy a few weeks ago, this is great. He got in. He said, "Is this you on the seats?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, what do you do?" So, fly me to the moon and let me swing among those stars. And he's like, "Oh, this is great." He said, "I'm picking my new girlfriend up. I've been with her 4 weeks. I really like her. I'm taking her out to lunch. Could you sing to her?" So I said, yeah. So he gave me a little bit of background. She got in. I said, "Hi, Laura. How you doing?" So she's like freaked. "How do you know me?" So I said, "Well, someone should tell me a little bit about you." And he's booked me to sing you this beautiful song. "Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, the way you look tonight," which is a fave song of mine. And she's like all over the guy. She's like, "You did this for me? I love you, I love you."
Oh, that's cute. That's smooth, isn't it?
It's smooth. But the guy was like, he said, "Thank you, driver." And he came running back because she thought it was all planned, of course. It wasn't, of course. And he came running back. He said, "Aiden, thank you so much. Thank you so much." Thank you so much.
This is London. You must pick up some people who are in a bad mood and just don't want to hear it.
They're people from, an investment bank, suited and booted. That's a hard one. I've tried it, and there's, okay, thank you very much. Okay, that didn't work. But girls are great. They get it. You so get it.
You must have taken some good tips on the way.
Oh gosh, yeah. One guy gave me seriously gave me £100.
Wow.
Yeah, he was fairly wealthy. I mean, it wasn't, but it was him and his wife. And I just sang to them sort of ad hoc. It was no booking or nothing. And I took them to a restaurant in Mayfair, and he just said that was great. Thank you so much. And
wow.
So yeah, it's amazing.
Well, Colin Harris came back with a spring and a step after that cab ride. Aiden Kent actually joins us now on the line. Good evening, Aiden.
Chris, baby, how you doing? Good evening, mate.
I'm great. Do you know what? I'm one of those people. Sometimes I get into a cab and I am not in the mood for conversation, and sometimes I get into the cab and you can't shut me up. Even a taxi driver struggles to get a word in edgeways of me sometimes. But, I mean, what do you still sing if you can? Because you must be able to tell when somebody's got into a cab and they're not in the mood for conversation. Do you still sing anyway?
Well, yeah, it's a funny thing, yourself speaking to people, you get to you sort of get to know little tricks of the trade, how to sort of get them to open up, or if they're sort of reading a book or something, you can just sort of just say, "How your day? How's your day?" You've got a captive audience in the back; they're not going anywhere, and they normally say, "Well, that day's been fine. It's been this or that," and that opens up the conversation, and then you can. I can normally turn it around to I'm going to sing you a song, but especially if it's someone's birthday or they're taking someone out, and I say, "Is this an occasion?" They say, "Yeah, it's my wedding or anniversary." That's it's a perfect cue for me to sing a song.
We've been talking about happiness tonight as we start to wish each other Happy New Year, and we've been looking at where is the happiest place in the world. It's Fiji, but not just because it's a beautiful country. It's also a very happy country because they have this philosophy that happiness is actually a state of mind. You actually decide whether you want to be unhappy or not. I mean, clearly what you do in your cab cheers a lot of people up. I mean, you said to Colleen you don't really know why the cab became your stage, but do you think perhaps it was just to cheer some of us Londoners up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a people person. I love people. I love talking to them. I love finding out about them. So it was a sort of natural progression for me. It's not something that is just, the singing has made me into this person. I've just always loved, chatting to people and finding out about people. And so, to do what I do, it's fantastic. I mean, and, to sing a song and to get the reaction I do, from people, they get out and they say, the best compliment I can have is when they say this is the best taxi ride, I've ever had. So that's huge. Yeah, that's a huge G up for me. And, yeah.
Would you like to go into full-time singing and give up being a cabbie?
Well, it's sort of what I'm doing now. It's heading that way. Things are going great. I'm singing with big bands and small bands, and I'm getting lots of work. And who wouldn't want to do that? But that would be fantastic. But I've really got the best of both worlds. I'm really happy with what I do. It's great to come to work.
Are you working New Year's Eve?
I'm working outside. Yeah, I've got a gig down in where I live in Bromley, and I'm at a golf club with a.
Oh, so you got a gig? You're not driving around New Year's Eve?
No.
Because I was going to say you.